Hey, I'm Eddie and we're from Imminence. I'm the vocalist.
And I play bass.
You are watching Grasser Productions.
Hi, I'm Bea and this is Grasser Production today with the guys from Imminence. Hi,
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Nice
too.
to be here.
Okay. On 31st of March you released The Bird. Your new album named This Is Goodbye is available now. Tell us how much nerves and sweat did you put into this record?
I think we put everything of ourselves into this album, and we spent the bettermost of about 2 years writing this record, and we sacrificed a lot to come to this point and to release our album. When it came to the actual release, I think, me personally, I wasn't so nervous, more relieved that we could finally present our music.
Okay, cool. This Is Goodbye. Why did you choose this title, and tell us the secret about the colorful cover with the bird?
The whole lyrical theme of the album is about the prowess of leaving something behind in your life in order to make room for something else. And it's a symbol of the sacrifices that we make for our ambitions and for our emotions. And This Is Goodbye, the title track, was actually the first song that we wrote when we kind of stumbled upon the new sound.
Okay.
So This Is Goodbye was the foundation of the whole albums and how the rest of the songs would sound.
Cool. That's
And
very cool.
about the bird, we worked with a good friend of ours called Jacob Koch, and he's been a photographer and graphic designer of the band for many years now. And he just has a unique style, and I really wanted to keep him and to keep working with him to find a perfect graphic layout that would symbolize the album in the right way. And we kind of switched ideas for a long time, and it was actually a bit of a problem to come up with the artwork concept. But it was kind of a combination of his idea together with our ideas that led to the way it looked in the end.
There was a lot of back and forth. But eventually we came across, I think it was like, I think we were out playing actually when we stumbled across like the idea, and it started to really come together in a way.
Yeah, that's great. The sound of your new record is very different than the last. It's more poppy. Where did you get the influence for the new style of this album?
Well, after our first album, I think we started working and doing some acoustic songs from Wine and Water, and we did a song called A Mark of My Soul, which was an acoustic adaptation of Last Legs from our first album. And we started working with a producer called Simon Perron, and he kind of opened up our eyes to different genres and a different way of thinking when writing music. And at the same time, I think our personal musical preferences also changed. I was getting more into pop, listening more to pop and to alternative rock, and I think that those both parts contributed to our change in style. We just decided from the beginning that okay, we want to do something different. We didn't know what that would be.
Okay.
But we just started trying stuff out to find the sound. Yeah.
That's great. I like the new sound.
Thank you.
I like the old as well, but it's really cool.
Thank you very much.
Your guitarist Alex decided to leave the band. Why did you never replace this position?
First of all, Alex leaving the band was a mutual decision between the band and Alex. It came to a point where we were just not working together anymore. So we both felt that it was the right step to take for us to move on. And when we wrote the album, we never wrote it in the meaning that we would have two guitars all the time. We just wrote the music for the music, so we didn't think too much about, okay, we have to have the guitar there all the time. And so when the album was almost done at that time too, we kind of looked at it and thought, well, it doesn't feel like we need two guitars to perform this live. And for us it would feel very strange to take in a new member right before the album released, when we worked so hard on the album. And we felt it just was natural for us to move on as a four-piece.
Cool.
And of course it's a little bit different now. It feels different on stage, of course, because it's a new sound, it's a new setup with members. So we're missing one old member, but so far everything is feeling really good.
That's great. All right. You often visited Nuclear Blast in Donsdorf. Oh my God. Something just follow me. This time it must have been very special for you guys. What do you owe to Marcus and his team, and why do you think other guys should visit him too?
I think we owe everything to Marcus right now, because Nuclear Blast and Marcus didn't have to put such a big effort into our album as they have done and they are doing right now. They are loving the album and they are pushing it with full force and with everything they can. And for us, we are just so happy that our album is finally getting recognition and first place from our label, so that it can reach as many people as possible.
And the support we receive from them is just fantastic. I mean, we're both colleagues and friends at this point, so it's
that's great.
Really good.
That's awesome. Okay, you guys will play Summer Breeze. Did you shit your pants when you got informed that you got the slot?
To be completely honest, I never heard about Summer Breeze, but don't blame me, because we're from Sweden, so we don't have the same festivals.
It was just like, oh, we are playing Summer Breeze. It's a festival in Germany, or
but
was it?
When we saw what kind of festival it was, we were really stoked to know that it was a big German festival.
And I've heard about it before, and I know what it is. And during this process that we have gone through with the album and everything, it's been sort of difficult to process everything that's going on. And you get like, there's always one thing after another, and it's kind of like you just see it, but you don't really comprehend how awesome it is. And we're super excited about it.
After you heard about it. Okay, great. You're on the road with Annisokay and Stone. Both bands spend their off days at home. You guys went to Italy. Why did you went to Italy, and what experiences did you make?
In the first place, it's too expensive for us to take the ferry back home every time and drive all the way. So now there's a break in between the tour where we're going home for Easter. But we were trying to fill out the dates in between that. So that's, and we played a few times in Italy before. We knew some promoters there, and so we made up 2 shows there in northern Italy.
Cool.
And it's always nice to be there, but it's a very different mentality, I would say, from Germany. And I have to say that the scene is much better in Germany, and there's much more people going to concerts.
Really?
Yeah. But for us, it's important still to represent the band to the fans and coming back and you know.
And after playing there, like Eddie said, we played there a couple of times before. It's always fun to see familiar faces again showing up to the next concert, so that's great. Okay,
all right. This month in April, you are on the cover of the RCN magazine. I think the first steps are made. What can your fans look forward in 2017, and which projects are planned, and what are you guys looking forward the most?
Oh, it was a long question.
Long question. we could do it like, what can your fans expect from 2017?
Our first goal right now is doing the festival shows this summer, and in between that we have some secret projects on the way. So there will come something from Imminence in a short time. I cannot say anything more, but and we are right now looking at touring possibilities for the fall. So I think we're gonna keep doing shows for the rest of the year.
So thank you, and hope to see you again.
Thank you very much for the interview. It's very nice to meet you.
Goodbye.